welcome back to the vlog. It is now Monday, June 5th. Happy birthday, Mom. And I just finished editing last week's vlog, finally. Didn't take as long as I thought. After that, I do still have video from the aviary from yesterday to edit. We took my parents there for an early birthday present from my mom. Hope she enjoyed it. Well, she did enjoy it. She was like, oh, the whole time. It was great. And then afterward they came over and had some lunch and everything. You'll notice him sitting on the floor in his room. Well, the reason for that is the big green rocking swivel chair thing that was in his bedroom. He kept climbing on it, and when we couldn't watch him, we thought his bedroom was safe, and he kept falling off of the chair that he was climbing on. So for his own safety, we decided to move it into the living room now. So I think you saw how our weekend went. We had this hailstorm. And then we went to the aviary. In order to do that, we did play hooky from church, and a couple people said, oh, we missed you. We did hear from somebody, and they're going to, I guess you could say, sponsor us to have, bless you, to have a date night at the end of the month. So Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we're finally going to be able to going on a date I believe it's the last Friday in June. So, oh goodness me. Anyways, this little guy's been Mr. Grumpy Pants because I think for the last 3 days, I think he's been cutting fresh molars because he's been super fussy. Bless you again. And it's like almost nothing will cheer him up except getting exactly his own way. But, you know, toddler. That's one of his favorite pastimes, is climbing all over my husband and I. This poor kid, he had the worst blowout I've seen for months this morning. I had to change not just his diaper and his jammies, but the changing pad and his sheets. So, yeah. Speaking of laundry and things that are dirty, we're doing our laundry right now. We're on the second out of 3 loads. We do need to do a little bit more shopping again tomorrow after my husband's next unemployment check gets in. In case I didn't tell you, we found out, I think it was over the weekend, our rent went up again. Another $93 a month, which will bring our total monthly expenses just for this place alone to about $1,500. Yeah, that's not counting the almost $50 we have this month for an electricity bill. And, excuse you, Kanan. And probably about 20 or 30 bucks for the gas bill. Plus the usual $200 for car insurance, $100 for my husband's phone, $35 for my phone. Yeah, and that's not even counting necessities like toilet paper, diapers, and food. So what's on the agenda for this week? Well, according to my schedule, tomorrow I'm going to be going back to arts and crafts again. And maybe tackling some more of the projects that are piling up. Possibly the growth chart, the Star Wars growth chart. I have not made any progress on that for months, literally months. I was hoping to get it done for Kanan's first birthday, and it's been on hold ever since because the dog and the cat are both like, ooh, this looks like paper, want to shred. My wonderful husband, he agrees that as long as I separate the colors and types of laundry, he's more than willing to wash them and put them in the dryer. So that's what he's been doing today. Along with reading, what are you reading now?
The Iliad.
Yeah, how long have you had that book now?
About a week.
Alright, how far have you gotten?
I just started book 4.
Out of how many books?
28.
Whoa!
Not including the 64-page introduction.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it's like reading War and Peace. It's pretty...
The book itself is 570 pages.
Yeah, well, the full Lord of the Rings trilogy is about 1,000. So
Yeah, that's a trilogy.
True. That's just one book. So.
Your argument is nullified.
All right. And the footage I edited, it's right around 5 frames a second. Not the best, but not the worst. About 20 minutes elapsed, another hour and 13 minutes to go, so it should take about an hour and a half all told. As for the rest of the week, Wednesday's topic is supposed to be workouts and or weight loss. Maybe I'm going to be weighing myself again, just to keep myself accountable. With as much chocolate as I've been eating, though, I don't think I'm able to have lost anything. Cooking is going to be Thursday. Cleaning is going to be Friday. Maybe we'll be showing you my daily cleaning routine, if I can manage to get it done. And then it's supposed to be seasonal challenges on Saturday. That's still a work in progress. So, enough of this talking head for Monday. I will be returning later on with a mom confession, but maybe I'll be able to show you something a little bit more interesting between now and then. Hi, Kaden. Who you got there? Are you giving Princess Leia hugs? Yeah. Aww. Nina. You call her Nina? Yeah, you call her Nina? Aw, you love giving hugs, huh, you sweet boy? Nina. Yeah. Nina. Is that Leia? Leia? Aww. That is so cute. Morning. It is now Wednesday. But I'm here in my son's bedroom because he's been extremely whiny this morning. Extremely clingy. All he wants is to be turned loose in the living room, and I can't do that for him because... the reason I have not come back until now is because Monday I was going to do a mom confession about our finances. They're not good. We're barely getting in enough to make ends meet. The website where we pay our rent decided to glitch for the third month in a row. We were only able to pay pet rent because of it, and even though I emailed the management about that day of, we couldn't pay it before then because we didn't have the funds. So at any rate, I did tell management about it, have not heard back yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen from here. Tuesday, my husband had another round of digestive issues and also an interview that afternoon, but it happened again last night, him puking his guts out. So at this point we're like, okay, this can't be just stress, it's got to be something else. We may be looking into going back to the doctor, having other workups done. But that'll depend on whether or not we can afford the copay that goes with it, because as it is, we're barely scraping by. And with our rent going up next month, my mom confession was going to be, if things don't improve, we might not have any choice but to go back east where a relative of his offered to put us up until we get back on our feet, and that's North Carolina. By the way, interestingly enough, you know all those wildfires going on in Canada right now? Well, the smoke from that is blowing all the way down into certain parts of the country, and North Carolina has got severe air quality, severely bad air quality right now. So, we don't know what's going to happen. My husband has had a couple of job interviews that went well, but we're waiting to hear back from them. We're just praying for something to pop up because it's coming down to the wire, and it's nail biting, and it's not fun at all. And I'm also watching the rice that I'm cooking for my husband. It's been very discouraging. Tuesday I didn't vlog at all because of all the stuff that was happening, and I had a complete emotional breakdown. I was basically on the verge of a panic attack. We also gathered ourselves together and went shopping because we were out of several things. We're running out again. Mainly things to pick up after the dog. I may be making a run to the dollar store to get more Gatorade for my husband to help keep him hydrated because he's lost 7 pounds in water weight. That's how bad it's been. So, I mean, he's up. If this isn't enough to knock him over, it's just, he's losing a lot of sleep. He wasn't able to get to sleep for more than an hour at a time until after about 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. So he's probably going to be really tired. I'm finishing up my son's laundry right now because he's out of clean pants. He's had blowout after blowout. I'm hoping to get him some more protein, but we'll see how that goes. At any rate, Yesterday's subject was supposed to be arts and crafts. Obviously, I didn't get to that. I may try and do some of that today. I'm going to be wrecking the journal a little bit more for stress relief. Today's subject was supposed to be, ironically, a check-in on the diet and a weekly weigh-in. Like I said, my husband lost 7 pounds in water weight, so given the circumstances, that is not a good way to take off weight, and he agrees. I have not weighed myself since I've had breakfast. Last I looked, I was back down to the mid 160s. At my top weight when I got pregnant again, before my miscarriage, I was in the low 170s. I'm back down to the mid to low 160s. I'm hoping to get back down to the 150s soon, but we shall see. Let's just say my digestive system hasn't been particularly cooperative either. At any rate, that's what's been going on. I'm hoping to bring you something a little bit more uplifting and interesting today, but I can't make any promises. I've been meaning for the last week and a half to do another Star Wars video, and I have not had the opportunity or the motivation. And today, since with everything else that's been going on, and my son being extremely clingy, basically he won't calm down. Oh shoot, there's the rice again. Okay, it boiled over, but at least I managed to, yay, I've got more mess on the stove to clean up now. That's not the kind of excitement I was hoping for. Yeah, I've been edgy. I've had a very short temper, because 2 things I've been meaning to do for at least the last 2 weeks are record a new Star Wars video, have not had a chance for that, and also clip the dog's nails. They're insanely long. She scratched me up without meaning to, and she scratched my mom without meaning to. So, but she won't hold still. I basically have to wait till she's asleep, and she's wary. She sees me coming with the nail clippers, she runs away. She is terrified of it. So, it's been very frustrating. And I'm hoping and praying that things work out, things improve soon, because we are in a pretty desperate situation right now. Talk to you guys later. Good morning, Kanan. You got your breakfast? Huh? What you got? Ooh, eggs and toast and strawberries. Yum, yum. Morning, guys. Welcome back. It is now Thursday, June 8th. And yes, I know I keep doing cliffhangers and everything, but between trying to take care of a very hyper toddler and a hyper hound mix who's still learning her manners, and my husband being sick 3 times in this last month, things get a little bit distracting. It's finding the motivation to do something as petty, simple, as a vlog, not finding a lot of motivation for it. So, apologies, we're just sidetracked by sickness over here. Today, the agenda is going to be focusing on what we eat in a day as a family. Now, we eat sort of different things for breakfast and lunch, but dinner we all have together. So what I'm making right now is I'm cooking some mushrooms, onions, and peppers because I'm going to make an omelet. You already saw what my son's having for breakfast, eggs and toast and strawberries. And what my husband's probably going to have, I'm probably just going to scramble him some eggs. He has been sick lately, so if he just wants plain rice this morning, I would not blame him in the least. His ulcer has been acting up big time because of all the stress we've been going through. So hoping and praying he gets a job soon. He has had interviews recently. He's been getting a few more job alerts for what he may be qualified for, but after the interviews, it's up to the employers to call him back and say, hey, we want you, come on in, or come in for a second interview, something like that. So that's an update on the job situation. We're probably going to be heading to a high-end grocery store called Harvin's later. Probably not going to be vlogging about that, but with our new diets, there's a few things we're not able to find in regular grocery stores. So we're going to be checking that out, and I may let you know how it goes later, but I'll return when my breakfast is finished and probably show you what my husband is having for breakfast. So see you then. And here's my breakfast, an omelet with spinach, peppers, onion, mushrooms, and cheese. That looks really good. Despite my best intentions, I forgot to show you what my husband had for breakfast. Now you get to see his empty plate. He had scrambled eggs.
4 of them.
4 eggs. At least were they good?
They were good.
Yay. Welcome back. It's now noon. This is my lunch. Basically, I threw a bunch of leftovers into a bowl and I made a burrito bowl without any of the accompanying things. He just dropped his coloring. Kaden, he just finished coloring apparently and dropped his stuff on the floor, which I now need to pick up before the dog eats. Alright, there's Kanan's lunch. He doesn't have a clean bib, so I'm going to have to wash one later. He's having, well, he just finished his broccoli, and he already had his soy milk. Now he's polishing off some cheese and chicken, which he calls bok bok. Mmm, yummy. And he was still thirsty, so I got him some water. Yeah. Okay, so it is now Friday evening, early Friday evening. I'm cooking dinner, which is gluten-free fusilli, carrots, and with some seasonings. Just because everyone's digestive system needs something mild right now. At any rate, I did not come back last night because we had a very disappointing supper of mashed parsnips, which ended up being something like baby food, and apparently didn't agree with this in the best way, and very, very bland and disappointing Swedish meatballs. So last night's dinner was a disappointment, plus, I mean, we're still getting rather discouraged with everything. We did start looking for other apartments in the area. There are a few that are less expensive, at least at this point. Seeing some that are actually available at that less expensive price point, that you might as well flip a coin. So we do have, I think I told you yesterday about the other possibility we might have, and that's moving in with my parents, and back in rather. And that's not the best idea because their dog, while he's extremely sweet, has a bad history with cats, and we want to keep our kitty safe. Even though he is a pain in the butt, we really want to keep him safe. So yeah, cooking pasta, cooking carrots, and just going to do a little bit of seasoning. Our kid's been really shrieky lately. That's another reason I haven't come to you sooner. We did our shopping today. Yeah, we have decided that by the 20th, we're going to make up our minds as to what exactly we're going to do. So, in the meantime, we're probably going to start weeding out some things. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe collecting boxes. Maybe if I start over-preparing for it, it'll invoke Murphy's Law, but anyways. So, that's what's going on, and that's why I haven't been coming to you, and I'm sorry things are so off the wall, but I need to stir the pasta, and I'm not sure if I'll come back to you tomorrow. I hope so, but going to a job fair tomorrow. So maybe report back on that and then come back to you. Whoopsie, do not boil over pasta.